Welcome to a club for people who love good movies. Use the links in the description to navigate the list of films quickly.
Dunkirk. Evacuation of Allied soldiers from Belgium, the British Empire, Canada and France, who were cut off and surrounded by the German army from the beaches and harbor of Dunkirk, France.
Juno. When precocious teen Juno McGuff becomes pregnant, she chooses a failed rock star and his wife to adopt her unborn child. Complications occur when Mark, the prospective father, begins vivifying Juno as more than just the mother of his future child, putting both his marriage and the adoption in jeopardy. Zodiac. In the late 1960s and 1970s, fear grips the city of San Francisco as a serial killer called Zodiac stalks its residents. Investigators and reporters become obsessed with learning the killer's identity and bringing him to justice. Meanwhile, Zodiac claims victim after victim and taunts the authorities with cryptic messages, givers and menacing phone calls. Avatar. On the lush island world of Pandora live the Na'vi, beings who appear primitive but are highly involved. Because the planet's environment is poisonous, human Na'vi hybrids called avatars must link to human minds to allow for free movement on Pandora. Jake Sully, Sam Worthington, a paralyzed former Marine, becomes a mobile again through one such avatar and falls in love with a Na'vi woman, Zoe Saldana. As a bond with her grows, he is drawn into a battle for the survival of her world. The Hurt Locker. Staff Sergeant William Jeans, Sergeant Sanborn, and Specialist Tobin Eldridge are members of a bomb disposal unit in Baghdad. As their tour of duty enters its final weeks, the men face a set of increasingly hazardous situations, any of which could end their lives in an explosive instant. Sweet November. Nelson Moss and Sarah Deaver have nothing in common except an hour spent in DMV hell. Intrigued by each other but not quite ready to commit, they settle on a rather unconventional courtship, a 1-month trial, after which they'll go to their separate ways. No expectations, no pressure, no strings attached. What neither of them counts on is falling in love. Titanic. James Cameron's Titanic is an epic, action-packed romance set against the ill-fated maiden voyage of the RMS Titanic, the pride and joy of the White Star Line, and at the time the largest moving object ever built. She was the most luxurious liner of her era, the ship of dreams, which ultimately carried over 1,500 people to their death in the ice-cold waters of the North Atlantic in the early hours of 15th of April in 1912. Forrest Gump. Slow-witted Forrest Gump has never thought of himself as disadvantaged, and thanks to his supportive mother, he leads anything but a restrained life. Whether dominating on the gridiron as a college football star, fighting in the Vietnam, or captaining a shrimp boat, Forrest inspires people with his childlike optimism. But one person Forrest cares about most may be the most difficult to save: his childhood love, the sweet but troubled Jenny. Saving Private Ryan. Captain Don Miller takes his men behind enemy lines to find Private James Ryan, whose 3 brothers have been killed in combat. Surrounded by the brutal realities of war, while searching for Ryan, each man embarks upon a personal journey and discovers their own strengths to triumph over an uncertain future with honor, decency, and courage. Black Hawk Down. The film takes place in 1993 when the US sent special forces into Somalia to destabilize the government and bring food and humanitarian aid to the starving population. Using Black Hawk helicopters to lower the soldiers onto the ground, an unexpected attack by Somalian forces bring